All right. Hey, everybody. Just want to take a couple minutes here to go through the classroom policies, procedures, rules. Actually, we're going to look at classroom and virtual because obviously half the time you guys are going to be working virtually as well. While you're in session, while you're here, this is my schedule. So just so you realize that, I do teach some geometry and algebra, but this year I'll be teaching algebra courses first, eighth, and ninth. Okay, so what I did is I looked at in person when you're here, the orange blue groups. Orange, we're going to be here Tuesdays and Thursdays. Blues are Wednesdays and Fridays. And then what about virtual? What are you going to do when you're at home? Okay, so these are the classroom rules. First of all, I want you to be in your seat when the bell rings. When you're here in person, obviously when you're home, you can sit where you want. Bring your Chromebook, pencil, paper. We're going to work every day with the Chromebook. We're going to have some kind of virtual lesson that you're going to have to watch or some kind of application using that Chromebook, whether it be a Google form or through the Alex program, but we're always going to be using the Chromebook to do something. And you're also going to be required to have paper pencil because, some of the homework I'm going to ask you to take pictures of to verify the work that goes with it. Virtually, just have your Chromebook. Obviously, you don't have to bring it with you because you're already at home. So make sure you have your Chromebook charged up, ready to go. Paper and pencil required there as well. Asset while you're in my classroom, you're going to treat others with respect. Treat your classmates with respect, and of course, anyone you encounter needs to be treated with respect, and that's with regards to being at home. So I'm gonna just let you know what you say matters. The words can be hurtful. We want to be encouraging. We want to have a room that people are comfortable in, listening, talking, asking questions. So what you say does matter. To other people, whether they react to it or not. So let's be careful with what our words are and actions as well. What you do says a lot about how you feel about other people. So make sure that we're treating others with respect. No cell phones in class. I have a cell phone drop box in the back of the room. It's a really not a drop box. It's a sleeve you can put your cell phone in. There's no need for it. We're going to be locked in doing things for 50 minutes. You don't need to be contacting anyone during those 50 minutes that isn't in the classroom. At home, obviously, I'm not going to be there to see it, but put your cell phone aside. Okay. What I ask for is, when you're here in person, let's be present for the 50 minutes, not drifting away, not texting, not thinking of other things. And at home, set it aside. Focus at the task at hand, get your work done. It's going to help to set up kind of a process at home that you stick to. Have some kind of a schedule that you use and get the cell phone put aside. We all get lost for time in the cell phone. We don't need to do that. All right, let's talk about Google Classroom. Okay, so the code for Google Classroom for you guys is the same at home as when you're here. It's going to be the same, guys. So there's the code. You can get logged in if you aren't already. I believe I've invited everyone, so we should be well underway with that. All information for this class is going to run through Google Classroom. I'm gonna put in daily assignments through a virtual classroom. You're going to have to access that every day, whether you're here or at home, and you're going to use that information to get your work accomplished. Uh, that I just mentioned, this virtual classroom page, you'll have access to it daily through the Google Classroom, and it will step you through the assignments for the day, what needs to be done, and it'll also provide you links to the different things we're doing. Uh, I guess I just said that part. Links are going to be posted. The stream is going to be where it's contained under the work part of Classroom. Google Classroom, I'll list it there as well. But you're going to have contact is all going to run through Google Classroom. Okay. So make sure you guys are locked in. That's going to be a daily thing, whether you're here or whether you're at home. Nothing changes. Okay. Use of technology, whether you're here or whether you're at home, it's the same. Number one, good things, Chromebooks. We're going to use these things daily. You're going to need them. Calculators, definitely use calculators. Okay. You're encouraged to use it. Of course, you want to be able to handle some basic things on your own, but can you use a calculator? Sure. While you're here at school, I'm going to have a set of graphing calculators that you have access to. Obviously, at home, you're going to be on your own. A lot of times, there's going to be a calculator as part of a program we're working with, kind of a one you can pull up on your Chromebook screen. Desmos is a site that does some graphing. It's a great graphing site. That's a tool that you can use to help yourself. Alex is going to be the site linked to our link that you're going to have an account for, and we're going to do a lot of our homework using Alex. It gives you an opportunity to redo questions, give you an unlimited chances to get things right, which I think is very important. Khan Academy is another good resource. There's a ton of good information out there. If you don't understand something, uh, and you're not here to ask me, maybe go search it on YouTube, search it on Khan Academy, try to get further explanation. You have a lot of tools that are available for you to use. The bad of technology: number one, don't cheat yourself in your learning. Okay, we all know, and there's more than I'm going to ever probably know, sites out there that you can access to get instant answers to homework questions, and all you're doing is cheating yourself. You may think you're getting something done, but you're not. So don't cheat yourself with some of these other sites that are going to give you shortcuts to it. Okay, and that's called integrity. Okay, integrity is what you do when no one's looking. If I'm not there to watch you, does that mean it's okay to go ahead and cheat and have a site give you answers? The answer is no. All right, this is your education. Okay, it's going to take some time. There's going to be some frustration maybe at times, but you have to work at it, and you get a lot more out of it that way. Homework policies. Okay, you will have homework pretty much every day in my class. Okay, the grade for homework is going to be based on effort, and it's going to be based on score. The effort part of it is going to be the work that you show, which is going to be taken a lot with pictures. But let's talk about where the homework comes from first. It's going to be through an online access, so platform of either Alex or through the McGraw-Hill. The McGraw-Hill is our textbook site, so it's going to be through one of those two, majority of the time. Okay, like I said, you got to have work to support your answers. I didn't get this as done as much as I wanted to last year when things got cut short, but this year is going to be definitely a point of emphasis. You got to have work to support your answers, okay? And that work is probably going to be a picture, if you're not here, that's submitted to Google Classroom, and I can see the work that goes with your score. Okay, if you don't have the work, you're not going to get full credit for the score. Okay, so picture of your work is going to be submitted through Google Classroom. You got to have the work turned in, like I just said, to get full credit. Homework is going to make up about 25% of your grade in my class. Okay, so I don't. It's not technical. It's not computed that way. But in the end, when I add up your total points, about 25% of that's going to be from homework. And again, integrity. When you do your homework, it's about you doing the process, you learning it. So make sure you're doing it yourself. Is it okay to collaborate with your classmates? Yes, as long as you guys are discussing the work and sharing in it. Collaborating is not you get the answers from somebody else. Okay, collaborating is discussing it, working to get the solution. Testing quizzes. Okay, about every 4 to 5 sections that we cover in the text or through our virtual textbook, you're going to have a quiz. Okay, they're going to be taken through an online site. It's either Alex or the McGraw-Hill, and you got to have work to support answers, same as homework. Okay, you're going to have a picture of your work to submit along with your answers. Picture of your work. It's going to be turned in through the Google site, through the Google Classroom site. So obviously, if homework is 25% of your grade, then tests and quizzes are going to make up the other 75%. They can range in value. Okay, they can range in value. It's usually at least 50 points. It can be up to 70, 80 points, depending upon how much material is there. And integrity goes with this as well. Always. Everything's based on integrity. What you do when no one's looking. Grading policy. Okay. Grades in my class are an accumulation of the points earned, whether you're here or whether you're not. Okay. So tests, quizzes, homework, any type of an in-class assignment, those are all things that are going to be counted as part of your grade. The grading scale is pretty straightforward, guys. So the upper 3%, if you will, are pluses. The middle 4% of a band of 10%, the middle 4% is going to be the letter grade itself, and then the bottom 3% are the minuses. So you can look through there and see, but it's a pretty straight grading scale. How do we calculate semester grades? It's an average of the 2 quarter grades. So your first semester is an average of your first and second quarter grades. Okay. Your second semester is an average of your third and fourth quarter grades. Your final grade is an average of your 2 semester grades. Pretty straightforward stuff. The end. So That takes you through some of the basics of what goes on in my classroom. The people that have had me before know that I like to enjoy the class. I like to let you guys be able to discuss things and talk, but we also have to get our work done. Okay. And those are the expectations I have for you. And I think we'll have a great year.